when thou shalt be disposed to set me light, and place my merit in the eye of scorn, upon thy side against myself I'll fight, and prove thee virtuous, though thou art forsworn. With mine own weakness being best acquainted, upon thy part I can set down a story of faults concealed, wherein I am attainted, and thou in losing me shalt win much glory. And I by this will be a gainer too, for bending all my loving thoughts on thee. The injuries that to myself I do, doing thee vantage, double vantage me. Such is my love, to thee I so belong, that for thy right, myself will bear all wrong. Say that thou didst forsake me for some fault, and I will comment upon that offence. Speak of my lameness, and I straight will halt, against thy reasons making no defence. Thou canst not, love, disgrace me half so ill, to set a form upon desired change, as I'll myself disgrace, knowing thy will. I will acquaintance strangle and look strange, be absent from thy walks, and in my tongue thy sweet beloved name no more shall dwell, lest I, too much profane, should do it wrong, and haply of our old acquaintance tell. For thee, against myself I'll vow debate, for I must ne'er love him whom thou dost hate. Then hate me when thou wilt, if ever. Now, while the world is bent my deeds to cross, join with the spite of fortune, make me bow, and do not drop in for an after loss. Ah, do not, when my heart hath scaped this sorrow, come in the rearward of a conquered woe. Give not a windy night a rainy morrow, to linger out a purposed overthrow. If thou wilt leave me, do not leave me last, when other petty griefs have done their spite, but in the onset come. So shall I taste at first the very worst of fortune's might, and other strains of woe, which now seem woe, compared with loss of thee, will not seem so. So you might notice I mixed things up a little bit today, reading these 3 sonnets back to back like that, straight in a row. I didn't realize until I really started researching the sonnets and reading them in order that some of Shakespeare's sonnets don't really stand alone. Some of them contain a narrative that extends into 2 or even 3 sonnets like these here. And so I didn't want to present them individually because that didn't really make sense. So I wanted to present them together so you get a sense of the cohesive narrative that Shakespeare's crafting with them. And it makes sense that he's doing that here, right? Because yesterday we were looking at the breakup sonnet. Well, these come immediately after that. So I guess you could say it's kind of like the literary equivalent of that 10-minute voicemail you left at like 3 a.m. for your ex after you broke up, drunk and rambling and crying. Except that, you know, when Shakespeare does it, it comes out in perfect, beautiful iambic pentameter. What can I say? That's how he rolls. Anyway, so what's he saying here? He's saying, okay, so now that we've broken up, or, you know, we're on a break or whatever they're doing, when you start shit-talking me and, you know, talking smack about me to our friends, I'm not going to disagree with you. In fact, I'm going to go right along with you. I know my own faults better than anybody, and I can expound upon them. If it helps you to talk shit about me, then I'm going to go right along with you because I love you so much that to do right by you, I will take every wrong that you can throw at me. Suppose that you tell people you broke up with me because of some fault of mine. I'll comment on it. I will expand upon it. If you tell people that my body was lame, then I'll start limping. I won't even question it. I'll just go right along with it. You can't possibly disgrace me more than I can disgrace myself. So I will give you space. I will not go near our mutual friends I'll steer clear of places where I might run into you. I won't even speak your beautiful name anymore because it would just profane it for me to speak your name. I might accidentally tell people that we used to be a thing, and that would just, be damaging to your reputation. So I won't even do that. I will set out on a war against myself, because if you hate me, then I will hate myself. I could never love someone that you hate. But if you're going to hate me, if you're going to cut me out of your life completely, do it now. Do it now. Don't do it later. Because I can handle it now. I can't handle it later. You leaving me is the worst thing that could possibly happen to me. So let's get that out of the way, because after that, all the other, wrongs that the world throws at me, they won't seem quite so bad. Yeah. So that's essentially, in a nutshell, what he's saying in these 3 sonnets. Man, I don't know about you, but I find it really comforting that some things just never change. This is all so relatable. Some things just never change. Anyway, so that's Shakespeare's drunken 10-minute voicemail of a rant in 3 sonnets. I'll be back with more tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed today. Stay safe, everybody. All my love. Bye.